Hey, I'm Lil and welcome to Bujo Cult Basics course. You guys are probably getting sick of this introduction. Over this week, I have 7 videos for you covering what I believe to be the most important parts of starting a bullet journal. I've been journaling for 4 years now, and I've even built an entire business around it. Bullet journaling is my life. So I really hope you get something out of this course, and you can come join us if you haven't already in the Bujo Cult on Facebook. It's Facebook group. I'll link it below, and you can find me on Instagram at Bujo Cult and on Etsy. Yeah, I'm rubbish at intros, so let's just do the thing now. So, hopefully from the previous videos you could see how useful a tool a bullet journal could be for small businesses. So today I'm wanting to go over how you could use a bullet journal as a tool for breaking down larger projects, specifically business related, but they could be for anything, I guess. And I'm going to use this video series and the group and stuff as an example of how I do that. So I have this idea, right? I want to share my bullet journal knowledge and convert more people to the cult. Community. So I'm thinking of video course. That way I can have the videos on my YouTube, maybe possibly get some of that sweet affiliate link or ad money revenue. And that way they can stay up after the course week for anyone who needs them. Also, more bullet journals equals more future potential customers. So how am I going to do this as a course? Facebook group, because that way we can all interact about the videos. I can help anybody out. We can share stuff together that we can't normally do on Instagram. And after the course, I can test out possible Patreon ideas on them, find out what the community actually needs, so I can give them the right content when I get to Patreon. You heard none of that. You are most definitely not guinea pigs. But where the frick to begin? This is getting stupid. This is getting sillier as the days go on. So let's jot down those ideas really quickly. What's the end result? 5 to 7 videos covering everything I've learned over the last 4 years. Things that I feel people might need to get started up on their bullet journal journey, or that can give them a bit of a kickstart. Help and guidance along the way. Maybe something that can help kick them off, like a free download, some printables, and that way they don't even need to bother buying any of my reasonably priced and affordable Etsy stickers. Linked below. And we can build it into a community that can help people thrive and achieve their goals and generally be badasses. So now we need to work out the route to get there. Time for a task dump. One of my favorite things. So, keeping in mind that end goal, I will jot down all of the tasks that I think would need to be done to get there. It doesn't need to be in chronological order here, because a lot of the times you won't actually think about tasks until you've written another one and you're like, oh wait, to do that I'll need to do that, and to do that I'll need to do that, and just brain dump them all out of your head. So now we probably have down everything that we need to do, and Jesus Christ, that's overwhelming. There's so much to do. So ignore most of them. What's first? So take the first few steps and group them all together. These are the sort of things that are all going to get done around the same time, one after the other probably. If you hear meowing, I'm really sorry, it's my cat. But now that we have a few of these tasks and we know what's imminent, we can go and plot these down in our monthlies and our weeklies and set times for them. Just like we talked about in the goal setting video, I just use this in the same way, but rather than having this huge goal, it's a project. It's a project rather than a goal. Now, this isn't how I actually planned this series, because I didn't have a bullet journal at the time. I meant to start this journal in January, and then life stuff happened. Then I kept putting off because I didn't plan it out, and then because I didn't have a journal, and then I didn't make a journal because I'd have to film it, but to film it I'd have to plan it out, but I didn't have a journal. So that's how my brain functions without a bullet journal. I now have a cat on my lap. Hopefully she'll be quiet. We'll find out. That's why this took 5 months to get up. I'm really sorry about it. Yeah, so you can see why bullet journals have become essential to how I get things done. So alongside this bigger project planning and stuff like that, and some social media junk. Like, this isn't really necessary. I'm pretty sure that you can go on any of these apps and look at your stats from any point in time. I mean, I know you can do that with Etsy. I don't know about Instagram. But I kind of use it almost like a mindfulness thing. Like, sometimes it feels like you're in this constant uphill battle, but like seeing those little progresses of it can really help kind of keep pushing you in that right general direction. And sometimes it can just kind of affirm that you're on the right path, or you're on the really, really wrong path, as my last Etsy. So I find that with my businesses, to start the day with like a little to-do list really helps keep me focused. And I have some issues with like object permanence, so I make sure my bullet journal is somewhere I can see it at all times throughout the day. If I don't do that, I'll wake up thinking like, what have I got to do today? Oh yeah, I've got to do that, and I've got to do that, and I've got to do that. Cool. And if I don't write it down, by the time I've done the first thing, I have forgotten everything else. Or I'll take all day to do the first thing because I can, and I've forgotten that there's other things that I'm meant to do. Another way I've found that I function well with the journal for business things is by batching tasks. So I don't do this every week, but this is my kind of vague week plan thing. Because some weeks I'm hosting journaling courses, and some weeks I've got to work on costume stuff, and you know, some weeks are just different. But a normal week I break down into days. Yep, duh. So I'll set different days for different types of tasks. And it's based on how like I usually function and how I feel on those specific days. So on Mondays I tend to restock stickers, package some bookmarks, I'll also package orders. I'm a little slow on Mondays, strangely enough, so I tend to stick to tasks that are like repetitive. I don't need much brain function to do them. They're nice, simple, easy, almost relaxing. I can put on some music or some podcasts and just power through. Tuesday, I try to leave as this like miscellaneous day. It might end up becoming my YouTube day in the future, we'll find out. But I found it's really good to keep this kind of just space open, where if there's any new projects I'm working on, anything super secret that I'm not ready to talk about yet, or if I'm just wanting to sit and just draw and paint and stuff like that, then it gives me like the time and the space that's blocked out to do that. I don't need to set what it is, but if I've got that thing where I'm like, where do I put that in my days? I'm like, oh, Tuesday, the miscellaneous day, the anything goes day, it goes on a Tuesday. Wednesday was podcast day, but both our podcasts, me and Stevie's podcasts, are on hiatus at the moment. We're trying to like revamp them a wee bit. The way that we were doing them before was fine, but we feel like we can like step it up a little bit, so we're having talks on how we can do that. I package orders on Wednesday as well usually. Thursday tended to be like admin editing day, and this because on Thursdays like I always hit a slump. It always seems to be the day I'm most exhausted. Usually I don't have that much brain power, and like sometimes I'll even just take Thursday off because it's Thursday. I never could get the hang of Thursdays. I used to use it as my editing day because it didn't take a massive amount of brain power, but I don't really have anything to edit these days apart from all of this, and that's going to take more than one day, so Friday I'll try and concentrate more on costume stuff. So I'm taking a big step back from costume work at the moment, but Friday was costume day. And then that meant I could have Saturday and Sunday off, but I'm not very good at taking time off. So I usually end up using them to catch up on anything I didn't get done in the week, especially if I took like the Thursday off or something, or on side projects or more painting or something like that. But by breaking my week up into these batching of tasks, I was able to actually focus on the work and the task at hand instead of constantly thinking about everything else that needed to get done. I have a habit of my brain being kind of overwhelmed with like all the things all the time, but this meant that when like a new task popped up, I'd be like, that's an admin task, so that goes in Thursday. I don't need to think about that until Thursday. Or that's a sticker cutting task that goes on Monday, and I don't even think about that until Monday. A little note on Monday, cut more moon cycle stickers. And it stops everything being a now problem and allocates space for you to think about them and keep your brain a little bit emptier. That doesn't sound right, but it is. Brain space. I really hope some of this stuff helps. I know a few of you are small business owners, quite a lot of you are small business owners, or are wanting to start one. And there are loads of ways that bullet journaling can help that. You can use spreads to keep track of like suppliers and orders, your accounts, your plans, your goals. Whatever you need, you can make it work for you. I have faith in you. I believe in you. I am here for you. Whatever you need, you can make it work for you. I mean, it won't work for you. You have to do the work. Sorry. That'd be nice if it did it for you. But it will allow you to work smarter and not harder. She's gonna hate this, but he's the baby. So yeah, I really hope that this was helpful. I'm gonna go struggle. I'm gonna go struggle. That's too accurate. I'm gonna go snuggle my cat now. But yeah, come join us on the Bujo Cult community on Facebook. So the links below for the group, so we can all support each other and help each other achieve our goals and all the wonderful things. You can find me on Instagram at Bujo Cult, and my Etsy store will be linked below as well if you fancy some cute stickers to brighten up your bullet journal. But yes, we have established that I'm bad at outros. So yeah, goodbye. My kitty says goodbye too, but I'm not going to pick her up again because she'll hate it. Oh, she loves these nails though. Right, okay, bye.